Good morning. How are you doing? Feels like it's been a long time since I've been on. But it hasn't. It's just last week. Yeah, picking up a lot in the collective energy fields, and to say the least, it's not very pleasant for me, to be honest. All I keep hearing is, what the fuck, humanity? All that I keep hearing in my head is, what the F, humanity? What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I'm not one that watches the news. Lighting some sage, sharing it with you. Not that you can see it because the fan is dissipating it very quickly. Whew, yes. So where are we at? This is Tuesday. May, God knows what, 20, I don't know, 21st? Yes, I think the full moon is on Thursday, the 23rd. So yes, I could have just looked at my calendar. So what do we got? Busy week this week. Just gonna run down quick few notes here that I have about the astrology. Sun, Venus, and Jupiter enter Gemini. We have the full moon in Sagittarius, which is the opposite sign of Gemini. Last time Jupiter was in Gemini was 12 years ago. And let me tell you, I know from experience, from what was going on in my life 12 years ago, that I've got a lot of things circling back to that time to be purged. And it's like, I don't know. I can't even express what it's like. It's surprising, first of all, of what's coming up. I want to be rid of it for sure, but it's painful removing. Like the body is going through cycles again, so just keep that in mind. With whatever you're going through, you could be wondering, what the heck is going on? Look back 12 years ago. Could also look back a year ago, because Taurus, Jupiter was in Taurus for the last year, and now he is ending that cycle. And so we're closing out that 12-year cycle. We're also closing out a 1-year cycle from the past year, and we're opening up a new one as Jupiter enters Gemini this week. Jupiter expands things, good luck, good fortune. Check to see where that is in your chart. If you know your birth chart, if you don't, there's a lot of free sites, tools on the Google. I'm having trouble with my words here. You know, Gemini's about communication. I was just going to read that. So Gemini's about communication. I wrote down, get curious versus over analyzing. So be very mindful in the next month where your mind is going. You may be up at night with a lot of chitter chatter in the mind. If you have to hold on to something and to look at it, do that, but let it go very quickly. If you don't, just let it float through like a cloud, man. Just, I don't know. We're just starting this energy. So, let's see. I also have here the truth. Express it, realize it, accept it, receive it, be it. Plain and simple. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a continuation of that message, but let's just see where humanity is, where the collective is at this time. Invite in Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit, High Self, guides and guardians of unconditional love and light. What are the messages that we need to know most at this time for the highest and greatest good of all? What can you help us understand at this time? Working with a couple new decks today. Working with the Ancient Stones deck by Rebecca Campbell. I don't even know if that's out yet. I'm not sure if that's been released yet. This one I know is hot off the presses. This is a new deck by Colette Baron Reid, where she not only writes and and came up with this deck. She also designed the images. So this is her first deck where she has also written and illustrated the full deck. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this deck until I started touching the cards, and there's just so much lightness and joy and fun, and um, it's not so serious, you know. It can be if we need it to be, but it's also very playful when we need it to be. I enjoyed going through this deck and acquainting myself with this deck, so I thought I would use that today. um, I had a really beautiful connection with this deck as well. So let's tap in. Well, all right. The Sacred Chamber, potency, deep connection, and treasure. Oh, I'm getting like dark night of the soul, like going deep. Not really dark night of the soul, the void. Thank you, Spirit. That's more of a clear indication of what I'm picking up is, in the void there is great potential. Great potential. So, potency, deep connection, and treasure. Finding the deep connection within yourself. It's just one. Dancing with Stones, movement, teamwork, partnership. Ooh, this one just keeps calling me. This one here just keeps calling me. The Secret Chamber. Let me read that. Let's see what we're being asked to do here. So often in modern life, we're in the habit of rushing to share everything with the world around us. We feel pressurized to capture, narrate, and document every moment of our day as it happens. And as a result, we fail to be truly in the moment. Yeah, going deep within. We go from truly creating and producing like a machine, and at this moment, we disconnect with the sacred essence of that we yearn for most. And this fast-paced way of being rips us away from the potent center of our existence. This card is a call to remember to truly enjoy the precious jewels of your life. It invites you to go slow and it invites you to slow down the pace and perhaps savor those potent moments. I'm really picking up a message of remember to connect with yourself. Partnership. It's not just with people outside of you. This also may be a good time to collaborate with others. But I'm really picking up. We have forgotten how to connect with ourselves. That could be this tension that I'm picking up from the collective. Let's tap a little bit more into that, Spirit. One more card we're saying from that deck, bottom of the deck. All right. Live the question. Interesting. Yeah, get curious. This is open your mind, live into it. This is the Gemini, what I just said, get curious instead of over analyzing. Ask, ask, what do you want to show me? What do you want to teach me? What do you want to say to me when those thoughts get really amped up in your mind? Connect with the earth. Pardon. And a lot of people in the neighborhood were mowing the lawns yesterday. and of course, it was too warm to shut the curtains or the windows, pardon me. And Mary Jo's just trying to recover from live the question, get curious. I love how this image is showing me. This is appearing to me little bit a mixture between Buddha and Merlin. It's interesting, because I'm getting like a Buddha vibe, but I'm getting the bearded energy of the elder Merlin. Seek within. Seek within. It's a beautiful time to seek within. What do you want to say here? What do we need to do? Ooh, hello. 9 of Wands. Yeah, we're tired. I know I'm feeling it, man. 2 of Swords. There have been things we have not been wanting to look at as a collective, and it's long overdue. I just feel like this is a repeating message already with 2 cards out. Yep, it's getting harder to carry that, isn't it? So this is going to be a time of putting things down that aren't yours. 10 of Pentacles, Chariot. We've got Cancer energy, I believe. Is it Chariot is Cancer energy? Do I even have that written down in my trusty little notes here? Yep. So Cancer is in a month. Cancer season starts in a month. So it's like these first 4 cards are the first 4 weeks, these next 4 weeks leading up to Cancer season. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. So in these next 4 weeks, we are clearing everything that we have not wanted to look at for a really freaking long time, folks. And it could get heavy. It can make you want to withdraw. I'm being shown the Strength card in my mind's eye. This is calling you out. Something, whatever is coming up for you, is going to call you out, and it's going to remind you of who you are. You are a lot stronger than you remember. When you connect, Spirit first wants to say, when you disconnect from yourself and from Spirit, this is how it's going to feel. That's why it feels so heavy right now. Perhaps, I'm not saying y'all are, including myself there, that we are disconnected, but maybe that stuff that's going on in our minds, that all that air energy that's coming in now is, it's like a test. It's trying to trip us up to it, but it's not. It's not intentionally like that, but it can feel like that. It can feel like a big freaking trigger, right? I feel very feisty today with my words. But I feel like it's just going to remind you of who you are and what you came here to be, what you came here to do. Came here to plant seeds. You came here to nurture those seeds. You came here to grow yourself. You came here to leave a legacy. And off we go. By the time we get to Cancer season, off we go. Where do we move into? And yeah, we got one here. Emperor, taking back our freaking power. I have someone swearing up there a lot. 3 of Wands. Yep. Looking out for a whole new adventure. We are walking into New Earth, folks. And it's not going to look like it on the outside. You're going to look at it going, this is New Earth? Well, yeah, it is, because right now what we're doing is we're clearing up everything within ourselves, within the collective, that is not New Earth. It's not 5D. It's not heart-centered. So we've got, there's prejudice is coming to my mind. Duality, just the polarization of, you against you versus them, or it's like, it's old fucking shit, man. Let it go. Let it go. Haven't you carried it long enough, humanity? I'm not pointing the finger at you. This is a collective message that there are there are there are I don't know. So the ones, so the spirit wants to come through and say that the ones are, who am I channeling? Thank you. The ones who are stirring the pot right now, bringing up all the old, news headlines from decades ago. I'm being brought back to like 80s and 90s. Um, I can't remember what was going on back then. But anyway, um, those souls that they have signed up to be that antagonist, is the word coming through, for humanity. So even though we could look on it upon what's going on in the outer world as chaos, yes, it could look that way, but Spirit's reminding us to stay connected and know that everything is for the highest good, that we are moving into a new timeline and a whole new paradigms, man. And I have a feeling Spirit doesn't want us to forget in this moment in time right now. Spirit doesn't want us to forget where we were and where we are. There have been many changes on this planet, many changes, many shifts, many awakenings in humanity, in you and me and everyone else. There have been structures and institutions that have crumbled, where new ones have been built. I mean, we've made so much progress. I feel like Spirit's just saying, don't forget what you've already done and what you've came here to do. Stay connected. And how you did that was by becoming connected and then staying connected. I feel like it's just a reminder. And Spirit saying it's not like we have to really be reminded, but there are some that do. Um, just for where they're at on their path, plain and simple. um, I know it doesn't feel like it's plain and simple when you're in the moment, but we are creating courage, we are reinventing our faith, reestablishing our faith. I just suddenly got really grounded, really grounded. I love that feeling. Thank you, Spirit, because I've been searching for that. I've been trying to get back to that, and they've had me in this energy so I could feel what was going on, and it's not always pleasant. Um, it's not all rainbows and unicorns to the vessel, into the human mind, being someone who came here to channel that energy. But I'm not complaining. I'm not. I know sometimes it does sound like that I am, but I truly, in my heart, I'm so honored for the path, seeing the path that my soul chose to take here. And here we go. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. So by Cancer season, by the end of Cancer season, so between now and where are you taking me? July. So Leo season starts July. Got one card that keeps falling down. I'm just gonna set it down. The fan's moving it. Was it July 20th, 21st, somewhere, whenever we start Leo season. I'm here in 19th. I'm not positive, but we're gonna have a lot more clarity. We're gonna know our truth a lot more. We're gonna be very solid and who we are. I mean, you may be sitting there going, well, I'm already solid in who I am. Well, you may say something different tomorrow, because you may have some things coming up that um, they're going to be asking you, does this resonate? Is this in alignment? Am I in alignment with this? You know, like I was yesterday or even a year ago. So a lot of things are shifting. I want to take a look at this chariot, please, because I feel like we already know where we've been, right? As a collective, individually, we know where we've been. I want to take a look at this Cancer energy here with the chariot, and ask it what it wants us to know about moving forward. Just getting more, like, it's kind of like getting a larger clarity on these next four cards here: the Emperor, the Three of Wands, the Fool, the Ace of Swords. Talk to me about this chariot. It's balance. You know, you're going to get through this first 4 weeks beautifully. Don't worry about it. Just open yourself up and look at what you just don't feel like you want to look at again, or it's like seeing things in a new light. I'm hearing seeing things in a new light. Ace of Wands on the bottom. Inspiration. Taking back your power. It did flip here. So we've got a card of balance and a card of balance, but coming out in the imbalance position. It's going to be very important that we keep our footing. We keep rooted in our knowing. That's your truth. It's very important that we trust our intuition where we may not be trusting it. I'm also hearing that in Cancer season there will be a lot of downloads. Perhaps that's when we might have another solar event. I'm going to make a notation of that, just to keep my eye on. There's a Cancer season, you know, where we had the solar event on Mother's Day weekend here in the United States. It was Mother's Day weekend, the 11th and the 12th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Father's Day weekend, let's just put a question mark there, Spirit. Big old question marks. Yeah, circling that. They're saying circle that. Keep your eye. They're reminding me about my one video that said keep your eye on the sky. There's a lot more. I feel like we're gonna. That could be another. I'm hearing changing of the guard here with this Emperor for that time, Cancer season, leading up to Lionsgate. Changing of the guard. Well, there's a lot they want me to write down. I hope I can read this later. You know, when you write down channeling, it's not in your true handwriting if you've never done it. There is a need to stay balanced because this energy could make you feel off balance. And if you do feel off balance, just know you're really not out of balance. You're heading down the right path. You're heading in the right direction. Might feel like you're going backwards, but you're actually going forward. Don't let it trip you up, I'm hearing. Let's take a look at this Emperor. What's he got to say? Man, just, you know, Cancer season might be a good time to start a new business. That's for somebody. If you've been trying to get out of one situation, put an end to something, and start something new, this might be your go ahead. you've got all the information that you need. You've got all the, you know, um, know with all. I don't even know if that's even a word. But, um, the strategy, yeah, I don't know if it's specific for someone. Let's take a look at this Emperor. Thank you. The Hermit. Yeah, I just taking back his power, the divine masculine energy within all of us, re-emerging, stronger than before, knowing who they are, shining their light, knowing who they are, knowing the truth of themselves, male or female, does that matter? The hair is growing. It's humid today. One more on that. There's karma, there's judgment, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is where the masculine within all of us is opening the heart up again. This is this a masculine energy, male or female. Again, gender doesn't matter here. There's another heart activation. We had some heart activation with that solar event, Mother's Day weekend. You know, May 10th, 11th, 12th of 2024. So whenever you're seeing this, you may not be watching this when I'm got it up, put it up. You could be watching it years down the road. So definitely having another heart chakra opening. I am feeling higher heart, because I've been being shown the higher heart in the throat for the last, I don't know, 2 months here. We had April 8th, we have the solar eclipse. So this energy since then has been definitely showing us who we are. Definitely been opening our heart chakras to not only give love and be love, but to receive it. Learn how to receive it. We've had to let go, and we are still having to let go of things that stand in that way. That Rumi quote that says, I'm paraphrasing here because I don't know it word for word, is just, it's about removing all the barriers that we've put in front of, love. That's not how the quote goes. I know it. It's going through my mind and it's leaving as quickly and I can't grab it word for word. So you know what I mean, though. Love is about removing all the barriers. And those barriers we've put there ourselves. We've allowed them to be there. If this is a divine connection, this is the divine masculine counterpart, re-emerging, awakened, heart chakra open, heart open, ready to give and receive, ready to plan. I'm hearing plan for the future, but not forward projecting, but one step at a time, planning for the future. Three of Wands, manifesting. No, they want me to look at the Fool card, so let's take a look at this Fool energy, please. There's your faith, restoring faith. Woo. Communication coming in quick. Yeah, energy is coming in fast. Light bodies activating quite quickly. It's, I've said this before, but where in the past, in the last few years, things have taken a few days to integrate and process the energies that come through. It's so rapid fire right now, and there's a rapid fire. It's coming in quick, and it's like I'm seeing this area here as like a target, and where that didn't realize that, but that's a lake. It's water. So all of this is going to hit you in the feels, man. But you're ready. I do think like there's no fear here other than this Two of Swords, and that's the first second week of Gemini season. Maybe there's a little bit of maybe this gets too heavy, and humanity just shuts down and says no, I just can't look at this anymore. But then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you know what, instead of saying that, let's just put it down. Let's put down our differences, let's put down our grievances, let's work together, let's come together, let's work together, let's build something that's long standing, that our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids can build upon. Let's set the firm foundation for this new earth, for this new time that we're moving into. I keep, not just me, but I've heard other people say it. We're moving into new earth. We're actually there. It exists. We're working on aligning with it, man. And 8 billion plus people on the planet. It takes a minute, right? It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a minute. Where are we going with this truth? What is this truth? For some of you, like I said in the beginning, you're going to be asked to collaborate with others. It's also important to move the body, help the energy. You might not feel like moving the body. You might be totally friggin' exhausted. I can relate. But my body's asking me to move it. And, it's easy to procrastinate, isn't it? That's one of the things that I'm working on. So, can't sit back on the couch eating a bag of chips, Spirit says. I love that. They always say that to me. Because that used to be, that's a part of my human that can come back from time to time. So I love that analogy. Truth. Woof. Okay. Past life soulmates. Now true partnership can come can come into alignment, because this was also about partnership, divine partnerships. Those that are in alignment, those that are in aligned with New Earth, those that are in alignment with truth and clarity and God, source, spirit, universe, whatever you call it out there, they're in alignment. More, can you tell me, please? I feel like the masculine energy here, whether that's male or female, is the heart chakra awakening within all of us in your masculine energy is the key. That's the key. And that begins the first week of Cancer season. So, not specifically. I mean, it could happen now. It's been happening. It's but there's a more pronounced. I keep being asked to sit up straighter. Sit up straighter. Something about the chakra pillar. Let's clear our chakras. Do some Kundalini. Thank you. Okay. We do have some Kundalini awakenings going on here. That's what's going. Masculine energy is having another Kundalini awakening. I gotta notate that. Cancer season. in the lead up to Cancer season. I feel it's been happening since the 8/8 eclipse that we had come across the United States. Could have opened up some communication between you and your counterpart if you're a twin flame. Give me more here, please, Spirit. Thank you. Six of Cups, Ace of Swords. There it is. This is opening up partnership on all levels. Two Cups. Nine of Wands, or Nine of Pentacles. We already got the Nine of Wands out. Hangman. Yeah. Seeing things so clearly now. Not just in divine counterpart connections, but in the past. Seeing the past clearly. So this energy is, you know, and Cancer season is all about family. It is about the past. I know a lot of Cancers that they like to live in the past because that's where things were simple. You know, growing up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, 60s and 70s especially, they were so simple. Those of you who are, you know, my age, born in the 60s, it was just so, I don't know, simple. It was fun. You didn't have to worry about locking your doors and your kids being kidnapped and things like that. It's just, I don't know why that came up, but it did. It's just, we're wiser, you know, we're wiser, we know better. We know ourselves better. We know the divine better. Because of what we've gone through since then. But there are partnerships coming into alignment here. For some, that's a twin connection. For others, it's a business partnership. You know, Nine of Pentacles. You know, this is having the confidence to put yourself out there, put your views out there. If you see things totally different than your friends, you know, it's not about this. Shying away from it and closing yourself off so other people don't see and hear what you have to say. This is about putting yourself out there. Self-confidence, building yourself, reinventing yourself, reinventing your view, your perception of partnership, your perception of love. Again, I feel like I'm repeating a message that came through in the last video, but it keeps coming up, folks. This is a very pivotal time for humanity. We have, in the last 3 or 4 years, we have come so far. Don't forget what we've freaking gone through. Don't forget who you discovered that you were in those times. If old shit comes up, just ask it what it needs. Get curious about it instead of getting, you know, over analytical and getting all up in your heads about it. I know that can be very easy. My mind works overtime quite often, so I'm with you on that. There are things to discover here. I'm hearing, it says treasures. I'm hearing hidden treasures, deep connection. Spirit, can we talk about the last 12 years, please? What do you want to say about this 12-year cycle closing out? If anything, thank you. Yep, I knew that was going to come out. Love it. Well done, humanity. Well done. No matter what it feels like right now, well done. last 12 years, you know, we've got Three of Pentacles, the Sun. 12 years ago, you may have had your awakening. Um, I don't know. Where were we 12 years ago? 2012? Is that 12 years? Or was that 2011? Seriously, I could not do the math. And I hit pause and and Spirit went, Mary Jo, 12 and 12 is 24. And you're in 24. So 12 years ago was 2012. Did you have your awakening? So did I. September 5th. Or September 2nd to be exact. Quite literally. Three of Pentacles has something to say. I love that. You can see their eyes. He is intent on what he's creating here. And there's his inner child watching him create this. In the last 12 years, with the awakening, came a lot of inner child healing, has it not? Discovering who you are. Some of you had a spontaneous awakening. I came out of surgery totally different, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, and I had to figure out my way through it. I didn't know that the key was connection with God and connection with myself at that time. I do now. A lot of clarity has come in, a lot of truth and inspiration has come in the last 12 years. I feel like Spirit wants us to remember what we're here to do. I'm being reminded of a video last year, one of my first videos early on of 2023 is Remember Your Why. I think maybe it was around March 2023 when we had a big shift. What was it? Was it Pluto going into Aquarius then? There's another conjunction that was that time, but it was big. So there's a year ago. A year ago we had a big shift in the energies. It's like we did 12 years ago. Well, Jupiter entered Taurus a year ago. In the last 12 years, you have been shown your power. You've been shown your abilities, your gifts. You have honed your craft. You have done well. You've birthed a new you. You have found your light. You have found your light. And what you had to do is you had to blow the top off of everything that you've ever known, everything that you've ever was told, everything you ever believed. You had to blow that to smithereens with the help of Spirit in order to emerge new. Total transformation. And now, look what you're growing. If you've come here to shine the light for others, thank you. Your self-discovery, your clearing of your shadows, your patterns. I mean, we've got karmic clearing all over. Even this can, resonate toward karmic clearing, going into the void, going into the shadow, going into the deeper recesses of yourself to come out with the most beautiful gems, the treasure. You are the treasure. And this time that we're in is truly a treasure, no matter what it looks like on the outside world. We're doing it. That's why it looks so chaotic, and that's why it feels so chaotic in the quantum, or the not the quantum, the energy fields. It just Spirit says, yeah, you could have used quantum in that aspect, but that's why it feels like it does, because of all the work that we've already done, of all the seeds we've already planted. Now it's time, by the end of Gemini season, then it's going to be time for reaping the rewards. Spirit is saying victory, success. But you're going to have to remember, because of how fast the energy is going to be moving for you individually, we have to remember to keep our balance and stay grounded, because that helps the collective energy stay balanced and stay grounded in this new energy as well. For some of you, you do have a divine counterpart coming back, or coming in. This could be past life, could be someone you've known. Again, could be your twin if you're on that journey. Seeing each other for who they are now, and not who you were in the past. Yeah, seeing eye to eye instead of seeing how you were in the past. Seeing the growth in one another. Meeting them right where they're at. Not projecting onto them to be anything other than what they are, and vice versa, them not projecting onto you, trying to get you to be someone that they're not. That energy is gone. This energy is new, it's exciting. I got that. It just was shown when you're on a roller coaster. I'm not a big roller coaster fan, but I've been on a few in my time. And I bungee jumped, and so that initial the drop of the stomach. That's kind of what I just got when I held this card up. That it could feel like that, like, oh, that moment of fear before the anticipation and the excitement and everything takes over, and the exhilaration and joy. I feel like the last 12 years has taught us how to be in joy. It's cleared a lot out of the way, so we can be in joy and choose joy. A lot of us didn't realize that we could actually choose joy, and you are, because you're manifesting it. You're manifesting this new beginning. I love how the energy changed throughout this video. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I'm sitting here for 48 minutes. I thought it was like maybe like 15 minutes. Wow. But I love how the energy changed from when I started the video till I got to Cancer season, and then it just grounded me right in. Interesting, because Cancer is water. It's not, it's rooted in the past. Very new book, new deck. And I know it was hot off the presses, because I can still, as soon as I opened it yesterday, I can smell the ink on the cards. It was a little pungent at first. That's why I was like, okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this deck. And I judged it for things that I shouldn't have judged it on. You know what I mean? That's I feel like that's where humanity is. Again, we're seeing some old judgments. And if you grew up in a family that was biased, prejudiced, racist, I feel like for those who in that family who were racist are gonna be eating some crow. Ooh, Spirit just brought that through. They're going to be eating some crow. They may have um, believed, convinced themselves that they have um, broadened their mind, but in fact they were still like this. And it has nothing to do with the other, it has everything to do with the self. And right now, this energy, the truth that's coming through for those, somebody needs to hear this. I know I grew up in a family full of racism. My father met my science partner at the door with a shotgun. He was not white. And I was appalled. I was appalled. I didn't realize what racism was. I saw him act strangely toward my sister and her friends that were of another ethnicity. But when it happened to me, I was appalled that I was in that family, and I've had to heal that for myself. But I feel like um, if you've had parents or your caregivers were prejudiced and they thought that they had, you know, patted themselves on the back and said, "No, I've got a broader mind. I see us all equal." I think they're going to be eating some crow right now, in the next few weeks. And it's funny, and it's funny. It's not funny, but it's sad that that's got to come back. But it will be cleared. It's coming back to be cleared, so the truth can come out. And the truth is, you're going to find that truth by doing two things. First and foremost, by going within and facing that for yourself. If you're in, this is hitting you, but also by looking in the mirror and doing some real honest mirror work. If you don't love yourself, you don't love others, and you see them as a threat to you, somebody needed to hear that. All right, let's Guides of the Hidden Realms. The ink on these cards is really strong. But I love the messages. I love the design. I love the feel. I just holding them on, big old smile on my face. And that's how it was yesterday when I opened them up. Not until I touched the first card. As soon as I picked up the first card, it was like, oh my gosh, I totally misjudged this deck. Put a pin in that, right? Where is that coming up for you? You cannot make this. I love how this is coming through already. First card, Treasures in the Deep, in the Dark. It says, shadow work, healing old wounds. Healing old wounds. We're doing it now. Things from the past. Secret chamber. Deep. It's exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what we're being called to do, because it's time. Look at this energy. Look at that face. You can't help but smile. You can't. There's a lot of light language. There's just a lot there when you hold the card and you look at it. There's a lot more there than just the face value. I love these messages. Pay attention to the words. Go deep. Go deep. There's a lot more to your connection to yourself, to your connection with God. That's a lot. That there's more there than meets the eye. There's more there to your neighbor than meets the eye. Get curious. Get curious. Let's get two more, please, Spirit. No? One more? Final message then. I hear giggling. I hear laughter in the cards. Remember to be in joy. Remember to be in joy. Oh, thank you so much, Spirit, for these cards. Thank you, Colette Baron Reed. These are, I knew you were going to give me two. You wise guys. We've got number 4, we've got 6, and we've got 30, if those numbers mean anything to you. Enough for now and always. You are enough. Worthiness, faith in needs being met, trust that everything that you need, you have. There's always enough. You can always make more pie. You are enough. I love this. This is like deep water, and the fish is feeding off the coral crown. I was hearing speak your truth here with this one. This one says ripe, juicy, and ready. Ooh. Poised for success, potential waiting to be realized. And this is a tomato crown on her head. I love that. You just can't help but smile when you look at these cards. We are ready. Ready? Ready for success. And there it is. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Those cards just make me want to giggle. Oh, time to put the hair up. Getting too hot. Just want to sit in this energy now because it's so different from when I started the reading. I love you. We've got this. You've got this. Talk to you next time.